Most people don't fail because they lack motivation. They fail because they try to do too much too soon. Think about it. You decide to start working out, and suddenly you plan a 1-hour intense session. You decide to read books, and you aim for 30 pages a day. You want to wake up early and set your alarm 2 hours earlier. It feels exciting at first, but within a few days, you quit. Not because you're lazy, but because your system is broken. And this is exactly where one simple idea from Atomic Habits can completely change everything. It's called the 2-minute rule. The rule is simple. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. That's it. Now, this might sound too easy, almost pointless, but that's the whole point. Because the goal is not to do the habit perfectly. The goal is to master the art of showing up. Let me explain. Most people focus on results. They think, I need to read 20 pages. I need to run 5 kilometers. I need to study for 2 hours. But habits are not built by intensity. They are built by consistency. And consistency becomes possible only when the habit feels easy. For example, instead of saying, I will read every day for 30 minutes, you say, I will read 1 page. Instead of, I will go to the gym for 1 hour, you say, I will wear my workout shoes. Instead of, I will write every day, you say, I will write 1 sentence. Now here's what's interesting. Once you start, you usually do more. You read more than 1 page. You stay at the gym longer. You write more than 1 sentence. But even if you don't, even if you stop after 2 minutes, you still win because you showed up. And that's how habits are formed. There's a famous concept in psychology called activation energy. It basically means the hardest part of any task is starting. Once you start, your brain resists less. That's why scrolling your phone is so easy, because there's no starting resistance. But studying feels hard, because starting feels heavy. The 2-minute rule removes that resistance. It makes starting so easy that your brain doesn't fight back. And over time, this builds a powerful identity. You become someone who shows up daily, and that matters more than anything else. Let's take a real-life example. There's a well-known story of a man who wanted to build a gym habit, but instead of forcing himself to work out, he made a rule. He would go to the gym every day and stay for just 5 minutes. That's it. No pressure to exercise. Just show up and leave. At first, it felt silly, but he kept doing it, day after day. And something interesting happened. After a few weeks, he started staying longer. 5 minutes became 10, 10 became 20, and eventually it became a full workout routine. The habit didn't start with intensity, it started with consistency. This is the power of the 2-minute rule. It lowers the barrier, it removes the pressure, and it builds momentum. Because success is not about doing more, it's about doing it again and again and again. Another example. If you want to build a reading habit, don't start with a goal like read 10 books this year. Instead, start with open a book every night before bed. That's it. No pressure to finish chapters. Just open the book. Because opening the book is the real habit. Reading more is just a bonus. This shift changes everything. You stop chasing perfection and start building consistency. And once consistency is there, growth becomes automatic. So if you've been struggling to stay consistent, don't try to push harder. Don't set bigger goals. Instead, make it easier. Shrink the habit. Make it so simple that it feels almost impossible to fail. Because in the beginning, winning is not about results. Winning is about showing up. And if you can master that, you can build any habit in your life. Subscribe Book Bites Daily for more powerful lessons from books like Atomic Habits.